Hello, everybody. We are going to do my Guns for Girls Core Edition. This is a phenomenal arm workout. You are going to work it out for sure. Let's start to jog it out. Mondays are always great days to just kind of get back on the horse. So if feel like, oh, I've just haven't been working out very much and I don't feel as good and I want to get back into it, that is awesome. And today's the day. Reach to one side, reach to the other. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, please, please, please do not start this or any other workout without checking with your doctor. Press your fingertips back towards you. And let me just share this. I want you to stretch your triceps out. So I want your fingertips between your shoulder blades and pull down into the back very gently. And give yourself some hugs and let's get started. So what do you need to remember about these exercises? We are working our core muscles. So remember your core, part of your abs, your back and your butt. Keep it tight, 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 tight. Oh, good morning, Joanne. Okay, so the first one that we are going to do, we're going to use our ball. So you don't want to go too heavy. So you're going to do biceps. So I'm grabbing my 8s for this one. Because we're working our core and working on balance and that kind of stuff as well as our arms. So I want you back. So I don't want your triceps resting on the ball. So that's why you're not going to be able to go as heavy as you normally would. Okay, so your arms are out in front of you, so you're staying balanced on this ball, not letting your arms rest on the ball, but fully extend, squeeze. If you keep your feet together, it's a game changer in terms of how much core work you have to do to stay on the ball. Whew. When you need a break, take it. Oh my gosh, these 5 pounds, I almost rolled off because I released my core. These 5 pounds are challenging, but my form is still good. But I think I'm going to have to drop. I should have brought my 3s over. So again, we are keeping our arms up off the ball. Feet together makes it more challenging. 3, 2, 1, and done. Oh, right. This thing comes off. We are not doing that. Heat up very, very quickly with most workouts, but core workouts are something even more. I think your body just fires up from the inside. Really quickly, have some water. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do, I'm going to grab my 8s. So if we weren't doing the core edition, we weren't going to be doing a lot of balance while we were working our arms, you would go heavier. But we want to have control over the weights. We don't want to hurt ourselves. That's a big no-no in my book. So with this one, what you're going to do, let me just press start. I want you on one leg. You're hinging over. See the way your back is flat? And you're going to extend behind you and squeeze your triceps. So if you don't like the waddle when you wave, this is what you got to do. You got to work your triceps. So again, if I was both feet down, I might have started with a 10 or a 12. But I started with an 8, and 30 seconds in, we are going, switch legs. Do not fling the weights. At any point, if your form gets terrible, drop the weight you're using, pick up the next lowest. But on the same token, if you only picked up a 3 and you're like, yeah, I'm not really being challenged all that much, drop it and pick up a 5. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Whew. I know, right? I'm gonna be drinking lots of water because we had cocktails this weekend. And the cocktails mean you're a little more dehydrated than usual. Okay, the next one that we are going to do, normally I would grab 8s, but I'm going to grab 5s. And I have my 3s right there. So what I want you to do for this one, more challenging feet together, a little bit of a modification. You open up. You are on the balls of your feet, and you are going to do shoulder presses. So again, if your feet are together, it's a little more challenging than if you open up. But try them both, because you might find one way works better for you. So engage those core muscles while you press up. I think I'm actually going to go up to my 8s. Because remember what I told you. If you feel like you could use a little bit more of a challenge, you can go up the same way you can go down. Stay on the balls of those feet. If you wobble and fall, just restart. And don't worry about if your balance sucks. It's a work in progress. You are a work in progress. Whew. Take those breaks when you, oh, we're done. Time flies when you're having fun, people. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do, you're going to start on your hands. They're going to be on this side of your ball. You are going to roll out onto your forearms, come back in and press. So as you're pressing and rolling down, you're going to feel it all in your triceps, into your shoulders. As you roll out further, your core is going to engage in a very big way. So just be safe. Don't go so far out that you get hurt. Listen to your body. Be careful. If you are modified, here's what you can do. You can press this ball up against, and you can stay in a plank position. You can work your way down to forearms, or you can stay in a forearm plank. Again, listen to your body. We are all individuals. No two people are the same. So your hands are on this side of the ball. You roll it out. You come back up. So as you press down, you'll feel it all through your triceps, biceps, forearms. If your feet are together, it's a little more challenging than if you open them up. Core is engaged. So I love this because your entire arm is working. Your wrists, your forearms, your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders. How are you feeling? Take those breaks when you need to. 2, 1, and done. Good work. Good work, good work. Okay, so next one we're going to be on our ball. If you don't have a ball, get into a side plank. So do you see how my hip is a little bit, normally we have our ribs on the ball, now our hip is on the ball. More challenging, stack your feet. A little bit of a modification is one foot in front of the other. More of a modification is bottom leg bent. So again, I'm going to go with an 8 where normally I might go heavier, but the balancing on the ball adds a dimension, so we're going to be safe. So I am up, my hips are on the ball, not my ribs. Let me just start my timer. And we are doing bicep curls. So you have to engage your core to stay up on the ball. So I don't want you laying on the ball. I want your upper body off the ball. Your hips are in the ball. You curl, you extend, you squeeze those core muscles, woo, or you will wobble off. And if you do, just get reset before you start curling again. And curl. My core muscles are screaming. And I'm ignoring them. Other side. Woo! Talk about working your muscles in a whole different way, and they have no idea what's happening. Move your weights out of the way so you don't trip on them. So again, your hips are pressing into the side of the ball. Your ribs are not. That is a different exercise. Feet are stacked. The weight is along your legs, and you curl up. Hi, baby.
Morning.
Woo! Okay, so you might find you have one side where your balance is much better. That would be my other side. So I've rolled down a little bit, so I want to get back up. Okay, so my balance on this side is not nearly as good, so I'm putting one foot in front of the other to modify so I can actually do some curls instead of just try to stay on the ball. Does it matter? Do I feel bad about myself? No, I don't. It is not uncommon to have one side that has better balance, one side that's stronger, and they're not necessarily the same. Full extension, curl. We're doing great. All right. How are my people? Are you guys good? Rochelle, Angela, you guys are the best. I know some of you don't say hi, and that's fine. Sometimes you send me messages. Some of you have said, I'm sorry I don't say hi. I'm a little shy, and that's cool. I know you're out there. You send me the private messages, and I'm good with that. If you're new, welcome to ViscoFit. We are not about perfection. We are about working hard, putting in the effort, and showing up for ourselves, not because we're being selfish, but because when we take care of us, we're so much better for everybody in our lives. Our kids, our families, our parents, our friends, our bosses, or our employees, or whatever it is. So we have to work at it. Okay, so we are going to work our shoulders. So again, you're not going to go heavy with this one. I'm going to grab 5s. Normally I might try 8s, but because we've got the balance thing going on, so I want your, I don't know if you can see, but I'm on my toes. I don't have my feet planted. I just have my toes planted on the ground. My arms are out to the side, and we are going to twist and twist. Do not grab too heavy a weight and listen to your body. Twist gently and slowly. See how far you can go before you need to go back to the other side. So arms are out, and you start to twist. If your knees are together, it's going to be more challenging to stay balanced. Squeeze those shoulders, squeeze those core muscles. You're up on your toes. If you need to, open up your knees like that, and that will help you with your balancing. Although still being on your toes adds a whole level of challenge. Keep your core muscles tight. Woo-wee. I'm going to drop to my threes because I want to keep good form. Doesn't matter if you have heavier weights if your form stinks, because that's how you get hurt. And we don't get hurt here at Visco Fit. That is not what we do. And done. So I am planning on changing the name of Visco Fit, since that was my ex-husband's name and my kids' names, obviously. But it's just taken a while. I got a lot of other stuff going on. But at some point. Okay. Guys, this is a challenging work out. Okay. So next one we're going to do, we're going to work our wrists and forearms. So this is a flexion. So you flex all the way up, all the way down. Full range of motion, keeping the rest of your arm really stable. So it'll strengthen your wrists, but it will also work your forearms, which is great, but we're going to add a balance component into it. So you're going to hinge over on one leg, and you're going to flex, and then we'll switch to the other arm 45 seconds into it. So keep your lighter weights close, but not so close that if you wobble and have to put your foot down, you step on them. So all the way up, all the way back. Your arms are straight. You squeeze your core muscles and your glutes and hamstrings to keep that leg up. Get it up parallel to the ground if you can. You can only go to here. That's cool. It's still up. You're still having a balance. So this is my left leg, not my dominant leg, but I have better balance on it. 5 more seconds on this leg, and then we'll switch. 3, 2, 1, done. Keep flexing. How does your weight feel? Get that leg up parallel to the ground, please. Woo! So now I am on my right leg. Not as good at balance, but is stronger than my other leg. So go figure. Shake it out if you need to, and then go back into it. Less than 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. 2, 1, and done. Right when I wobbled. Guys, we are doing very, very, very well. Okay, so the next one you're going to do, you will want your mat because you'll want some padding under your booty. Even if you're on a rug like me. So what we're going to do, I want you to grab lighter weights. Again, normally we'd go heavier with a bicep curl, but because of the balance factor in working those core muscles, we are not. So you are leaning back. You're going to bring your feet up. Modification, one leg down, and then just switch halfway through. Does that sound good? I'm ready. So like I said, I'm starting with my 5s. Normally I would start heavier, but because of our position, the way we're holding this move, we want to make sure to be safe. So I would like your legs parallel to the ground. So you can alternate. You can do both at the same time. I want you balanced on that, on your sit bones, okay? And if you need a modification, one leg down, you can also, even if you keep both feet down, you're still going to be really working your core muscles. So, full extension. Oh, baby, kicking my butt. goodness. Oh, Diana, I'm so glad you like the workouts. I love them too, even though, they're challenging for sure. Okay, so the next one that we are going to do, we are going to work our shoulders again. So we are going to go back to a single leg balance. So what I want you to do, ready? You're going to bend this standing leg. You're going to sweep up to standing, open, come back, just bend it a little bit, come back up. So through that motion, your core muscles have to really engage to get you up to standing, then keep you balanced while you open and close, and you go back down. So again, do not go too heavy. You're almost done, guys. Okay, so I'll show you from the side. So one leg. So you bend down, sweep up to standing, open, close, go back. Make sure your knee is behind your toe. Core muscles totally firing. Back down, squeeze up. Ho, 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 ho. We have got this. We persevere. We do not quit ever. Drop the weights completely if you need to. I do not care. Up. So by starting in this position and sweeping up, core muscles have to work extra. Done, go back to the weights you started with. Bent leg up to straight. Keep those core muscles engaged. Whew. Again, this is my leg where my balance is not quite as good, but that's okay. And now I'm going to go back to those lighter ones. I hope you'll tell your friends and family, coworkers about me. I am here for you guys. I do not make any money doing this except the tips that you give me. This is the way I minister to people, mainly women, 40s, 50s, and 60s. We're done. Because we are a very underserved group, especially when it comes to fitness. Fitness is not just for 20-somethings. We need it more than they do. And we're just generally busier, right? Jobs, kids, pets, friends, social life, all of that. So I want you to come here, have a safe place where you're not trying to be perfect. You're working out with someone who's relatively in your age range. I don't spend hours at the gym, but this has become a way of life because I am so much better of a mom now that I do this than before I did this. Oh, Rochelle, thank you. I know you share every day. That is a true story. Okay, let's see how we're doing time-wise. Oh, look at that. We're done. So that is why I do these for free. Reach up as tall as you can. Lean to one side. You can get deeper into these stretches now since your muscles are warm. So that is why I don't charge. So I feel like this is my own little nonprofit. I do want to do a fundraiser. There was a women and children's shelter in Kentucky. Oh my gosh, looking at those tornado pictures and after what happened here and even worse there, just horrible. But there was a women and children's shelter that was leveled. So I'm trying to get some information about how to raise money. I want to do a ViscoFit fundraiser and donate all my tips to them. So I will be asking you to pony up some money so we can help them rebuild or find a new spot, because I don't know what all these women and children are going to do. I think they support maybe 15 women and their kids. So anyway, stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to get more info. Have a beautiful day. If you need anything, if you need encouragement, if you need a little rah, 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 I am a great cheerleader because we've all been there. And you guys have cheered me on times when I'm feeling rough too. So love you, and I will see you tomorrow roughly around the same time. We'll do legs. But, you know, I like to throw some surprises at you. So